Third spaces are the world's places. Ladies and gentlemen, third spaces are the world's places. And today, I wanted to introduce you to my second home, my third space, the Music Inn, which is in New York City. It's on 169 West 4th Street. Every Thursday night, there's an open mic here. Every weekend, we run a show here, me with my friends. But I wanted to talk about the importance of third spaces and what they are. And I think the biggest thing, what's up, man? Everyone's walking by, getting ready to sign up for the open mic right now. So I might be looking off to the side because of a friend. But what third spaces are, is they bring a sense of community to a village. I mean, in this case, to a city, to New York. And a lot of people have been complaining about the lack of third spaces, and I agree, it's changed a lot. And to me, what makes these spaces, these places like the Music Inn and wherever yours is, and please tell me what your third space is in the comments, but what makes them so interesting is they're non-linear. They're like non-algorithmic, right? They got nothing to do with anything other than life. What do I mean by non-linear? I've been coming to the Music Inn for over a decade. I pretty much started stand-up comedy here. This is one of the first open mics I ever did, and I get to host it now here sometimes, which I'm very thankful for. When I started, I met, for instance, Leo. He was a 90-year-old marathoner who played the trumpet, right? Unfortunately, he died a couple of years ago. It was pretty awful. He was hit by a car over by the Cube at Astor Place. But I got to have some really great conversations with like Leo. Or Jeff, the owner. Jeff, who's owned this place for over 40 years, Jeff has hidden in the attic of Chuck Berry's place while the cops raided it so he could get out scot-free. Jeff's got some amazing stories. That's one of them. Jeff did some drugs at Herbie Hancock's house on Thanksgiving. That's another one. But I never would have met people like that in my life if I didn't get out of my phone, if I didn't get out of my apartment. And what makes these places so interesting and so useful is that you meet people from different walks of life. That's why a third space is so useful. And just like you, I get trapped on my phone a lot, and these algorithms, they tend to bunch us all together. So it's the same type of person, talking to the same type of person. I'm not talking about demographics, right? Like male, female, that type of thing. It's more like a mentality. And I never would have met a 90-year-old man named Leo, right? Or Jeff, or some older people who could pass on knowledge to me if I didn't get out and try to find a third space and find my second home at the Music Inn. And it's really hard to find these places now. I'm not gonna lie, it's not easy. You know, and I made some of my best friends here, but it is well worth the effort and the investment. So how should you do it? In my opinion, find something that you really love or you enjoy, whether it's music, come to Music Inn if you're a musician, or a poet, or a writer. Even if you draw, you can come here and sketch people if you really want to, meet people and hang out. Yeah, if you're an artist, if you're a sketcher, you know, a drawer or something, you can go to like all these sketch classes over the city. I know my girl does that a lot. But find something you're really interested in. If you're a runner, I used to be in those running groups before Run Club became what it is today. It's changed a lot. But you can really find people, and they may share common interests, but they come from different walks of life. And that's what makes these places so interesting. And make sure to spend time talking to them. That's the most important thing. A lot of times we gravitate to people who look like each other, right? Or are same age or whatever. If I'm a guy in my 20s or 30s, I'm gonna talk to a guy in my 20s or 30s. But take the time to talk to that 60, 70-year-old man or that person there, because they're awesome people too. They were your age once, and I've learned so much from them. And they're some of the kindest people I've met. Overall, I think we all can really break out of our little bubbles that I feel like we've all trapped ourselves in, like younger people, like myself and you. We can feel like this world is unforgiving, and we can feel like we don't know what to do. And sometimes I think it may sound simple to say, but it can be as simple as getting outside and going and meeting a stranger, in the process of making that stranger into a friend. And that's why third spaces are so important. And they're still out there, and if you have one, shout it out, share it with other people. That's why I'm sharing it with you. Come by sometime if you want, or come to our shows on the weekends. There's even poetry night on Tuesdays sometimes. That's off and on, but we always have the open mics on Thursdays, and we always have our show on the weekends. So please come by. You can meet some new friends. You can talk to people from different walks of life. But just find your own third place. Make friends, make memories, and most importantly, have fun. Oh yeah, I figured it would be fun if I asked some of my friends, people I've met at the Music Inn, what the Music Inn means to them. So I hope you enjoy.
I mean, the Music Inn means a lot. It's one of the first places I came to in New York City. I've grown so much as a performer here. I've had some of the best nights of my life here, some of the worst nights of my life, some of the best sets of my life, some of the worst sets of my life here. It's been a place for me to meet a lot of cool people, build a community. I've had a lot of great memories here. I've had sex here, a not insignificant amount of times. Yeah, man, it's a special place for sure, and it's kind of cool to just be part of the tapestry. Jeff, the owner, one time told me that like people come in and out of this place, and they're like charms on a charm bracelet. I think that's a really cool way to think of it.
What's the Music Inn mean to you? Oh, also tell people who you are.
I don't even know what my name is. Still trying to decide.
So what's the Music Inn?
It's where I can get my reps in and like form my identity and shit like that.
Alex Payne, my wonderful friend, co-host of Sad Money. What does the Music Inn mean to you?
I gotta hold this. It's a complicated. I guess it's not a complicated question. It's a place to practice, to get better, and also it's a place to get free toilet paper for me. So, what more do you want?
Do you feel like you met friends here, people from different walks of life?
I met you here. I met a lot of people here. I met women I've dated here. Would not recommend that, even though I still keep trying. Yeah, I've met every type of person here. Yeah. So many types of people. Otto, here.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
Not much.
Say hello, Otto.
Hello.
He was amazing last week. He was so good, he brought the house down.
I was drunk.
He was drunk, but I'm telling you, it was like life-shattering, one of those things.
Well, thank you,
Yeah.
Alex. I appreciate that.
For sure.
I'll be playing sober at night, though. So.
Yeah. Well, I need to see that tape again. That was so good. I thought about it for the whole week.
Thank you.
Do you have it on tape?
He had it. He taped it.
Wait, I need to see it. Can you send it to me?
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
He's really good.
I would love to see that.
Yeah. Gave a speech before and everything.
That's great.
Yeah. So, yeah.
What about, do you want to talk about what does the Music Inn mean to you?
Well, especially with a lot of renewed interest in the village scene of the 60s following the release of the Bob Dylan biopic, A Complete Unknown.
Yeah.
There's very few places from that era that still remain. Gerdsfolk City's gone, Gaslight's gone. But the Music Inn's one of those places that is still left standing.
Yeah.
And a lot of us come here because we are obsessed with that era of time and we want to kind of pay tribute to that with our music and celebrate the past while also living in the present and looking forward and sharing our music and bringing it together and meeting all these people. I mean, I met some of my best friends here. So this place means a lot to me.
As a wise man once said to me, being at the Music Inn is better than being alone. And when you're here at the Music Inn, you're never alone.
So standing on a front lawn, just a twirling her baton. Me and her went for a ride, and innocent. From the town of Lincoln, Nebraska, come back.